It comes and goes. We're out here chasing a feeling. Up high, down low. We go from the floor to the ceiling. We fly, we fall. We get back up and try again. Some do, some don't. Some will, some won't. I wanna be just a little, just a little, just a little. Put my heart in the middle, in the middle, in the middle. Wanna live just a little, just a little, just a little. Wanna feel just a little, just a little. Little rainbow.
Watch the next bit closely.
Big heart, big plans, big dreams that we ain't even sleeping. Who can? We can. We dive right into the deep end. You win, you lose. You get back up and try again. Some do, some don't. Some will, some won't. I wanna.
Fits in the tantrums. So nobody who has done a presentation here at the Canton campus so far this semester has, I think, acknowledged where we got the who can, we can. It comes from this song by Fits in the Tantrums, all the feels. So I thought I would play it. It has nothing to do with movies. My presentation does. A little bit have to do with movies. So I thought I'd play that for you. Any of you know that song, or is this the first time for you? Laura, a little bit. Okay, a little bit more, right? Okay. So let's go ahead and, back to that. All right, so something about movies is what my title was for my presentation. Hello, my friends. What movies taught me about the stuff we do together? I'm going to acknowledge a great debt that I owe for this to Professor Laura Bandy. For those of you who saw Laura's presentation, okay, yeah. Joy. I mean, I got thinking about joy, and I got thinking about the ways that we find our joy and the way that our joy helps us in everything that we do. And I thought about myself and the joy that I get from the things that are in my life, and I thought of two things that give me huge amounts of joy, and that is movies and my friends. A lot of the former and a few of the latter. I don't have a lot of friends, but the friends that I have tend to be very close friends. And I love all of you. Okay, you're my close friends. And so I thought, why not take a look at what we learn from our friends and from the movies about our friends. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look at a few things here. It's only a 20-minute presentation, so I don't have a lot, but I'm hopefully can rely on you to fill in some of the gaps here, okay? This is not going to be an entirely passive experience for you, all right? So it seems to me that when we chase our dreams, our friends help us by providing several things. Our friends provide support for us, validation for us and what we do and who we are. They provide us with perspective when we get so wrapped up in the things that we think are important that they say, hey, let's take a look at what we're really talking about here. Reassurance. And who doesn't need reassurance? I've got a couple of people here who told me that they showed up just so they could judge me. And I really, really appreciate that as well. And they are making sure that I'm always going to be independent, even though my friends are good. These two right here decided they were going to come here and judge me. I said to somebody else earlier today that I get nervous about these things because I'm an approval junkie. I'm an actor. Hello. That's what we want. We want all of this, right? Taylor, yes. Right? Okay. So I have just a few examples here, and I hope that you'll fill in some of the gaps as well. So first of all, support. Think about the ways that your friends support you. Hi, Lily. Think of the way that your friends support you. When you're doing something that matters to you, when you're chasing after something, I'll bet your friends are there providing you support in ways that you don't always acknowledge when you're sort of inside of your head with all the things that you need to do, okay? Your friends, generally speaking, can't do your work for you, but they can help you by supporting you along the way. And some of you will probably recognize this. Oh, that's good and slow, isn't it?
Come on, Mr. Fuller. I can't carry it for you. But I can carry you. Come on.
Sam's gonna get that here in a second, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop it right there. You go, Sam. All right. So your friends can't do your work for you, but I'll bet they support you when you're working on the things that matter to you. Can anybody think of a time that has been true for you? How have your friends supported you as you were working on the things that were important to you? Chasing your dreams, chasing your goals. Come on, you've all got friends, and I bet they've supported you. Can you think of an example? Laura, go. Okay, yeah, Caitlin, go ahead.
When I'm memorizing lines for a play, my friend has nothing to do with theater, has no idea what she's doing, but she'll read the script and like give me the other lines.
Okay.
So like she doesn't know anything about theater, but she's still helping me.
Yeah. Laura, what about you?
You know, I got married this past summer. And
Yay!
Yay! Me! I've never understood really how it works. And my twin sister came out and found me where I was hiding under a tree and said, "You need to come inside and get married." And she supported me. Helped me along. And I wanted to. But that meant a lot to me. That
Yeah.
helped.
Just a quick pro tip here. Hiding under a tree probably doesn't work all that well. Look for a hedge or something. It's going to work better.
They found me. Yeah.
Well, I was going to say that people like Laura helped me. She kind of talked me down a little bit earlier today when I was getting a little nervous about this presentation today. And she was right there. It was so great. She's right next door, so I'm always standing in her doorway, bothering her while she's trying to, grade papers and whatnot. Anybody else? Ways your friends support you while you're pursuing your own goals and dreams? Well, I know you all have them, but we'll keep going. That's fine. So look for the people who are going to support you and help you with the things that matter to you. Validation. This is a version of kind of approval as well. Okay. What you're doing is good. What you're doing is fine. Who you are is fine. You're struggling with this, but there's still something that you can turn to, and the fact is you have friends, and that matters, right? So let me do this.
That's a Christmas present from a very dear friend.
A very dear friend. Anybody recognize that? Oh, Zuzu, for God's sake, give it a rest. Who recognizes that? What's that from?
It's a Wonderful Life.
It's a Wonderful Life, absolutely. And if you have never teared up at that scene, shame on you. What is wrong with you? What are you made of anyway? Iron? Rock? It's a movie that's really ultimately about friendships and the circles that we build around ourselves of support and validation. George, look at all the friends you have. How bad a person could you be if you have all of these friends around you? I'm often tempted to kind of get really down hard on myself. I can be kind of an asshole. Sorry, camera. But the thing is, I look around at the friends that I've got, and these are good people, and they wouldn't be my friend if I was as bad as I usually think I am. How about you? How do your friends validate you? I told you it wasn't going to be passive. Ren turns away. He's gonna call on me. How do your friends validate you in rehearsal? What do we do?
They congratulate me on my work, I guess.
Mm-hmm. And they laugh.
Yeah.
And they cry at the right times, right?
Yeah.
And you're doing those cry-y sorts of things? Absolutely. Okay, so validation is something else that your friends can provide for you. Oh my God, the time goes. All right, perspective. Look at where you are, find some context. What are we really talking about here? I don't have a clip for this one, but some of you recognize the image and what that's from. All I'm asking is that you give it your best for Patches. I say we go out there, we let it all hang loose, try to have some fun. I mean, it's only dodgeball, right? Any of you know dodgeball? A true underdog story? Yeah. Perspective. It's dodgeball. Yeah, there's, 50 grand on the line, but you know what? How big a deal is this really? Your friends can be there to remind you of the same thing. What you're working on is probably important. Is it so important that you're turning yourself inside out for it? And Becky is nodding her head, so I must be onto something here. If the psychologist is with me, then I must be good. So absolutely, how do your friends provide perspective for you? Can anybody think of the way that your friends have done this? They talk you down a little bit? Yes, thank you.
Yeah. When me and Lacey were working on our memoirs, she was writing her whole thing, and I asked her, I said, can I help you? Because she was stressing out about it. And I left all these comments on there, and she was like, thank you. Like, I had to do it sentence by sentence, and she just kept thanking me for it. And I was like, well.
Absolutely. Thank you, Lynn. I appreciate that. Anybody else? How do your friends provide you with perspective to let you know, let you remember, yeah, this is important to me, but let's talk about how important is this really in the grand scheme of things. Anybody else can think of a way that friends do that?
I was trying to see who I'd been friends with the longest, and my friend who I've probably been friends with 15 years, but I've known him all my life. He was talking about how long we've been friends, and he was wondering if he got a trophy for being the one who'd been my friend the longest, and I was like, my friendship, and he was like, can I have like an angel food cake or something?
And I would say, an angel food cake? That's what you want? Okay. Well, I'm not gonna judge your taste, bro, but okay. Well, that's very good, thank you. It's Mary, right? Thank you very much, appreciate that. Becca came into my office last week and provided me with some perspective on some things that I really needed some perspective on. And it was fantastic. And she's a former student of mine. God, I trained her well. And it's that kind of thing, you know. We just let your friends take a quick third-party look, get that perspective, and make you feel a little better about, well, it's not exactly what I wanted it to be, but you know what? It's going to be fine. I've seen a meme with mediocrities. Good enough, you know. Mediocrities, yeah, okay. All right, as we move on, reassurance. It's gonna be okay. Sorry, it's gonna be okay. That's realized camera there. And this next one, I'm sorry, is not from movies, it's from TV, but you'll still appreciate it, I think. And again, not an actual clip. I need you to text me every 30 seconds saying that everything is gonna be okay. Oh my God. Is this familiar to anybody? Not the scene, but the actual sentiment of, yeah, absolutely. You know, especially when I'm, like I say, inside my head and really worried about things. Somebody that can say, hey, it's fine. You know, I've got some friends whose this is kind of their job with me is to stay in contact with me. Yeah, this is fine. You're going to be doing fine. You are doing fine. I had the, for me, unusual experience recently of officiating at a wedding. And I got kind of nervous beforehand. I had a script. God, I know what to do with that, right? As an actor, but I was still really nervous about the whole thing. And one of the bridesmaids, who is a very, very dear friend of mine, kept in contact with me and she said, you know, you've done harder things than this, you know, every day of the week, 3 times on Sundays, and you got this, it's fine. And boy, it was nice to know that there was somebody out there that thought I was gonna be fine. And I was fine, as it turned out. And it was good to have somebody around to remind me of that. Okay. Independence. Your friends also have their limits, and they can kind of be there to offer a differing point of view, but it's always something that you have to kind of stand your ground with them as well. And you know this one too, most of you. Grew up on these folks.
It's a great deal of bravery to stand up to your enemy.
Bravery.
It's a great deal more to stand up to your enemy.
Yeah. Standing up to those same friends often is one of the ways that we establish our own identity. Okay, we don't have to become our friend's identity. We can just be the people we are, and they can be there to remind us that there's another point of view, but you still need to be yourself. And your friends If they really respect you, if they really value you, they will also value your independence. These are just a few things from the movies as I think about them. So what I would like you to do next, and please do this. Oh, it's just not going to do that from here because I was clicking on this. What are some of your favorite movies that show us the power of friendship in helping you achieve your own dreams? Any movies at all, even if they're Adam Sandler movies, that's fine. Yeah, I'll live with that for the time being. Anything you want to talk about? Oh, really? Nothing at all? Yes, Lily, thank you.
The labyrinth.
What about the labyrinth? Tell us about that.
Sarah goes to find her brother in the labyrinth, and she makes friends along the way that help her go to the castle to save her brother.
Okay, fantastic, good. Somebody else, a movie that has good ideas or messages about friendship. Or yes.
Monsters Inc.
Okay, go ahead. Elaborate a little bit.
Mike and Sully, like, they kind of argue and disagree about things, and then I'm blanking on that movie now. But
But they're still friends.
yeah, they still are friends, and then they gain perspective on the situation that's at hand with the child, and they're like, actually, it's not that bad. We can get through this together, and then at the end, they're all happy.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm thinking of the Goonies. Have you seen the Goonies? This is before your time. You know, friendship, misfits, right? But they all believe in each other. They make their own family of friends. Sydney, what about you? I know you like movies. Ha! See? See how much? See how I turn it on you?
I always just think of Harry Potter, which we already kind of used,
Yeah.
but just like the three of them
So
doing
important.
everything together.
So important.
Yeah,
And Neville,
Sophie's
you know,
dead.
Neville the hottie now, right? Yeah, absolutely. Somebody else? Yeah.
The Avengers,
The which?
the Avengers.
Oh, Avengers. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. How hard would it be to be friends with these people that are super powerful, right? You know? And Cap and Iron Man go at it later on, right? And Winter Soldier and all that. Oh my God. Hard stuff. But yeah, absolutely. There's a lot about friendship in there. One of my favorite things about the Avengers and friendship is when Hawkeye is trying to talk Wanda out of where she's hiding in a not very good Avengers movie, Age of Ultron. But there's a good scene with the two of them. He's like, you know what? You come out here, you do your best. That's all we can ask from each other. You know, it's a really nice scene. Well, guess what time it is? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Have a good rest of your day and the rest of your week as well.